Some students of Ghana's premier university, the University of Ghana, are demanding for the removal of a statue of Gandhi from the university's premises. Their reason? Mahatma Gandhi was an anti-African and a black racist in thought, words and deeds. Originally known as Mohandas Karam Chand Gandhi, the Indian philosopher is regarded as a leader in the fight for Indian independence movement and a non-violent civil disobedience activist. But how did Gandhi relate to black Africans?
Whenever he referred to the indigenous African people, he referred to them as savage, half-heathen, 1 degree from an animal, kafir, which is a very derogatory term. So all of these things, he didn't refer to these as, indigenous people, Zulus, or by any name that they knew themselves as. He would always say, the British want to drag us down to the level of a raw kafir, of a savage, people who live like animals, these types of things. So, this is what he was saying when he was fighting on the side of the British. Now, another thing that he's known, especially amongst the black people in South Africa, is as the father of apartheid. Now, they're talking about this in terms of institutionalized apartheid. Before this, it was British at the top, everyone else underneath. Now, Gandhi, he appealed to the British saying, look, we're all Indo-Aryans. So as Indo-Aryans, you shouldn't let us be associated and classed with the raw kafir again. Now, later on, people who didn't know about Gandhi's earlier role, they say, oh, look, we looked at Gandhi and we got inspiration to fight against apartheid. But they don't know that if it wasn't for Gandhi specifically, not all the Indians, Gandhi specifically, they wouldn't have had apartheid as it existed and as it manifested.
Does the acceptance of Gandhi's statue at the university's campus mean authorities approve of his deeds? How does this affect the psyche of students at the university?
So what this represents is when you have heroes who don't look like you, what does that do to your mentality? If you think that everything that's good is your opposite, what does that do to your own mentality, to your own psychological and psychosocial well-being? It means that your enemies are better than your own heroes. Those who fought against black people both in Africa and in India, that they are worth more and that they are more to be celebrated than your own heroes.
Dr. Obadele Kanbom suggests there are other great African historians and inventors whose statues could be mounted in place of Gandhi's.
So Imhotep, world's first multi-genius, Ptah-hotep, oldest book in the history of humanity, Merit Ptah, the first woman in science, Pesachet, the first female physician, Hesi Ra, the very first physician overall in the history of the world, Weni, famous general, Ramesses II, famous builder, general, so forth and so on. So all in all, Gandhi must go. The bags that people are calling Ghana must go bags, we don't call it that anymore. We call them Gandhi must go bags.